Shalom to all InfoLive TV viewers. This is David Oman from our Jerusalem studio. Today's topic is a matter of concern for all of us, the Iranian bomb.
There is increasing concern in the Western world, especially in the US and Israel, and in the Arab world, over Iran's nuclear ambitions. The efforts to prevent the Iranians from developing nuclear weapons have culminated in UN Security Council sanctions imposed on Iran. The question on everyone's mind is, what is Tehran's grand strategy, and what is the ideology that drives its firebrand president, Ahmadinejad? A recent conference at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem brought together some of the top experts on Iran who can provide some answers.
Iran wants to be, first of all, the leader of the world of Islam, then the leader of the world of the third world, and then with the unification of the world of Islam, they want to change the entire world system. And everyone is afraid of Iran. What is the secret of the power of Iran? They have international terrorism. They have a very sophisticated network of international terrorism in embassies around the world. One can say that every Iranian embassy around the world is a basis, is a Qaeda, is a basis, is like a military base. They have this martyrdom ideology that is extremely appealing, and they have a bomb in the pocket.
Oil, if Iran is able to control Iraq or other Persian Gulf countries, then it will have de facto control over 70 to 80% of energy resources in the world.
The ideology of Iran is not a Shiite ideology. Iran will be responsible for the Muslims of the world. The vision of Iran is not resisting, but creating a new world. The target is Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon. What will come next? They don't want the oil of Saudi Arabia, they want the holy places of Mecca and Medina.
Ahmadinejad has threatened to wipe Israel off the map a number of times and has brought his anti-Semitism to new heights with a recent state-sponsored Holocaust denial conference in Téhéran.
Ahmadinejad said that Israel will fall down for the tree like a dry branch. Strong anti-Semitism, which is ideological anti-Semitism, redemptive anti-Semitism. You save the world by getting rid of the Jews, or you save the world by getting rid of Israel. On the other hand, you have pragmatic, functional anti-Semitism. With Iran, there is also a list of functional anti-Semitism purposes. One, to divide between Israel and the Arab Muslim world. Second, to divide between Israel and Europe. Third, to divide between Germany on the one hand and Japan together with Germany, and the victors, meaning the United States and Britain. Some people in the West understand it, but in Iran everyone understands it, that this is most of a spiritual war.
Faced with such strategy and ideology, what has been the response of the Bush administration, which has placed Iran in the axis of evil and repeatedly said it would do everything in its power to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons?
The United States so far has failed to stop Iran's nuclear program, and the main reason for it is the war in Iraq and the wider global war on terrorism, and I believe also that the chance to stop Iran, as seen at this time, are pretty slim. The United States' own actions, unfortunately, have contributed to expand the Iranian threat. Here you have three examples. First of all, the United States, by removing the governments and the regimes in both Afghanistan and Iraq, removed the two biggest enemies of Iran in the Middle East. It's a huge military, but it cannot restore basic security, personal security in Iraq. So the United States is weak. Project Democracy is a big failure.
It seems U.S. responses so far have been insufficient.
The Iranians have not been serious about negotiations. They violated all kinds of agreements. They want time to develop their nuclear programs. These have been the responses taken so far by the United States. All of them have failed to stop the nuclear program, and Iranian anti-United States and anti-Western hostile activities in the Middle East.
The conclusion reached by the experts is grim.
If you rely on the United States to stop Iran's nuclear program and its aggressive policies in the Middle East and the world, perhaps this is not going to work.
As we have seen, the experts on Iran are not very optimistic as to the chances of the US stopping Iran's nuclear program using the current measures. However, let us be optimistic. Let us hope the US and its allies in the international community manage to stop a regime driven by such extreme ideology from acquiring nuclear weapons, using mainly economic sanctions and diplomatic measures before resulting to the costly and complex option of military intervention. From Jerusalem, this is David Oman for Info Live TV.